God's son and he died for you. Yes, that is vitally important, but that's not what participation means. And that's not what discipleship looks like, okay? So just for clarification purposes, one more time, the cross is important, but the cross isn't the entire story. Okay? But participation is entering into the life of Christ. It's when the death of Christ becomes our death. It's when the resurrection of Christ becomes our new life. It's when the Spirit of God becomes our source of transformation. And this happens because participation is not a distant admiration, but a genuine kingdom reality that we are invited to walk into. Okay? So it is covenantal union with the crucified and risen King. You know, I love it when Paul's crying out in 1 Corinthians, and he says to Jesus, that I may know you, or that I might know you in the fellowship of suffering and in the power of resurrection. You know, and this is just the way my mind works. I read that passage and I'm like, you don't know him, Paul? Right? You mean you didn't just say, I believe that Jesus Christ raised from the dead, and now because of that I'm saved, and that's all she wrote? That wasn't enough for you, Paul? You're over here preaching the gospel. You're traveling the planet. You're advancing the kingdom of God, but yet you're crying out that you might know him. You know, something, I mean, for me, sometimes when I read that, I'm like, something's not adding up. But it makes perfect sense if we think about it in terms of participation. He's not saying he doesn't know who Christ is. He's not saying this whole time I've had faith but not experience. And we know that too because his ministry was built upon experience. Jesus himself appeared to Paul, blinded his eyes. Jesus said, why are you persecuting me? So he of course met Jesus, but he's saying that I might know you. And the power of your resurrection and the pain of your suffering. What is he saying? What he's saying, church, is this: I want to participate with you in the power of your resurrection and the pain of your suffering, because I want to know you that intimately. I want to know you in the greatest despair and in the greatest thing that you ever suffered. But also at the same time, God, I don't want to just know you through suffering. I want to know you through your power and your resurrection and your ascension and your victory. I want to know every detail of who you are, and I want to experience that in my life now. And church, that's powerful, because it goes